I want to bring in Caitlin Huey-Burns, who is at Trump Tower, and she is on the phone. She's a CBSN political contributor and a national political reporter for Real Clear Politics. Caitlin, that was undoubtedly a combative, adversarial press conference. Describe how it hit you in the room.
Oh, certainly. Well, the last time we were at a press conference in Trump Tower, it felt very much the same, and that was before Trump had assumed the presidency. The president is now back in New York. This is his hometown. This is the first time he's returned to Trump Tower since being inaugurated as president. And you could sense that there has been a lot of built-up frustration on behalf of the president with the criticisms of his handling of the Charlottesville event. And that came out today, certainly, and kind of confirms the reporting that we've seen and done that shows that he made the second statement under political pressure and under advice from people inside the White House. To Steve's point, and I think he makes a lot of good ones, are that he very much seemed to see his first statement as adequate for the moment, and grew frustrated with people saying that it was not enough. And he has also grown frustrated with the fact that, you know, he's 8 months into this presidency. He had a press conference about infrastructure, but you could definitely tell he didn't necessarily just want to talk about infrastructure. It felt like he wanted to talk about the things that he said today.
Yeah, I think that's a great way to characterize the emotion that we saw from the president. And I should say these were the strongest statements, as Steve has been saying too, that the president has made against the driver of that vehicle and against the violence that happened. He called it an egregious display of bigotry, hatred, and violence that has no place in this country. He called the driver of that car that killed that 32-year-old woman, Heather Heyer, he said that the driver of the car is a, quote, disgrace. Quote, you can call it terrorism, murder, and he didn't want to get into the legal semantics, but these were the harshest words we have seen so far when it comes to the violence. On the other hand, Caitlin, you also heard him say that there were very, very violent elements among the counter protesters. How was that received in the room?
Right. Well, this was notable because the first statement that he gave over the weekend talked about there being many sides to this issue, violence on many sides, he said. And then he did a second go-round yesterday at the White House saying, pointing out by name the white supremacist groups who had who had sponsored the rally. And so you got a sense that he still believes in the first statement, that his first characterization was correct. Another thing I would point out, too, is that he also talked about the need to gather all the facts before presenting a more comprehensive, tougher statement. But I would also note that over the course of the campaign and through some points of this presidency, he has been quicker to react on other items. So I would imagine that critics will bring that up as well.
All right, Caitlin, thank you.